But we start tonight with more police protection than protesters at the state capitol. About 24 demonstrators gathered today in Lansing. Good evening to you. I'm Brian Abel.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Amira David. It is a similar story across the nation. Protests expected in all 50 states ahead of President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration, and law enforcement agencies are on high alert. Security in Washington, D.C. has reached a historic level with thousands of National Guardsmen already visible.
And in other capital cities, officers and troopers are standing at the ready outside boarded up buildings. Thankfully, things here at home remaining peaceful and fizzled out early.
Our Jim Kurtzner is live in Lansing with more tonight. Jim.
There's still a police presence here in downtown Lansing. The streets are blocked off. You can see Lansing police here. State police are still riding bikes around the area. We did have some armored vehicles here with the Michigan National Guard. They just pulled out, meaning this could be winding down. The chatter said the protesters would be here at noon, and they would include extremist groups with guns. State police telling us the number of protests who are out here, protesters, 25. That's it.
I'm a Boogaloo boy, so
what exactly does that mean?
it means I'm a member of a movement, an ideology.
He came at noon carrying an assault rifle, dressed in camo, looking to see what the turnout would be and report back to his group. He says all they wanted to do was talk with other groups to avoid a civil war. And the big show of force by the government, he says, was too much.
Now we have to prove to the media and to the public once again that the government has lied and just perpetrated more fear needlessly.
State police won't say how many law enforcement officers they had. Michigan National Guard, what you could see, what you could not see. State police say they counted 150 media from across the state and nation to cover the election battleground state to see if it would erupt into a physical battle.
I'm just saying do it peacefully, but I'm saying, you have to do something to basically at least preserve what you think is America.
People on various sides did show up. One former state rep drove around with a big sign for an in-your-face support of the governor and her COVID lockdowns that continue to cause intense economic and political heat.
I think all in all, she's made certainly some mistakes, but generally speaking, she's doing a good job making difficult decisions. Good for the state of Michigan.
There's no apology for what some might call an overkill of preparation, the fencing around the Capitol, the boarding up of buildings that are exposed. They didn't want a repeat of D.C.
We made a decision early on that what happened in Washington, D.C. was not going to happen here in Michigan.
So just as we are coming on, this is indeed winding down. They just opened the Capitol. State police say they will continue to increase presence for the next 2 weeks. Legislative sessions are canceled for this week. Wednesday appears to be the next, could be flashpoint day when Joe Biden is sworn in as president. Live in Lansing, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Just so strange to see all those buildings boarded up and such a heavy police presence at the Capitol. Jim, thank you.